Alright, so in this video I'm going to show a couple different ways that we can stream data from the new sensing cam. Just to let you know, there's only two variants of this, depending on what you're trying to do. The 110 will do event recording, 2D snapshots, and streaming. The 100 just is 2D snapshots and streaming. So if you don't need event recording, you can do it here, or if you want to do an HMI, you could do it as well. But if you want to save it inside the device itself, as far as your events, then you can do that as well, or dump it over FTP server. So a lot of different functionality inside this thing. We can go RTSP, MJPEG, we can dump it on an FTP server, we can save the footage and the snapshots inside the device itself all the way up to 6 gigs. We can record 40 seconds before and after. So a lot of functionality there, and I think it's around total of 5 hours of data that we can save, and depending on the resolution and everything else that you pick. So to connect to the event cam, right now I've already got one connected to my network. Notice, type in the IP address. And this is the IP address that I've already set to the device. Make sure I've already got that one up, so we'll close out of that window. So it's the same thing. Right now I'm not logged in. If I come to the home page, just kind of want to see, I can't trigger anything because I'm not logged in. But if I log in with the password, service level is the password for service unless you decide to change it. And log in, now I can trigger snapshots, everything right from my computer. And you'll see I've already got some stuff saved here. So if I trigger a snapshot, it'll record 40 seconds before and after. So it's really just a standard demo. If I want to, say, stream it, there's a couple different ways we can do this. But the MJPEG, RTSP, we've got a secondary stream of that as well. So this is kind of what we're going to be looking for as far as streaming the device. So one way that we can do that is we can just download some free VLC software. I've already got this one set up, so all I have to do is set up a network connection and tell it the URL. So really you just copy what we just saw here, copy that, and then paste it into the software, and then it should go live, and I get live footage. And now you can see my little man going back and forth, and he almost fell off. So now that we've got that back up, so that's one way that I can just stream with free software. I don't need anything else. I can close out of it as long as I'm on network and I set up that RTSP. That's a simple way to set it up. So I'll close out of that. Another way that we can do it is, say, a HMI. There's one way that I'm looking at. I think it'd be very powerful. So this is just a standard HMI software that I have. It's by Winetech, made by Maple Systems. So I can come in here, I can do VNC viewer and turn it on, or I can go to, say, video in, and I can do the same thing. I go here, take my RTSP from where we saw here, copy that, paste it in here, and then all I have to do is download my project. And since this HMI does not have this is a headless HMI, so it uses just a HDMI port on top or something like that to spit out the data, or I can use CMT viewer. But with this particular software, I have to do a VNC because I have to have the actual hardware. I can't run a simulator. Alright, so now that we've got all of that done, it's in there. If I wanted to, say, do some event recording in this, some HMIs will have different capabilities, then I could do that as well. I can do capture, and then I can also add seconds here, or all up to 60 seconds on this software. I can dump on a USB or whatever. A lot of different functionalities depending on the HMI that you're using. But now that I've got it downloaded to my hardware, and the only thing I did was I came to Google and I just typed in VNC viewer, and that was it. And I grabbed real VNC, right? Free download. So I've got real VNC viewer. Now to tap into my HMI, all I need to do is type in the IP address. Look out, it's going to ask for my password. Hit OK, and right now I don't have my PLC connected on the network, but there it is. Now it's on an HMI. So if I were setting this up in the field, I could just connect this camera to my already established Ethernet network, connect it to my HMI, and then if something happened or I couldn't access the machine safely, but I really need to see what's going on without pulling a stop and locking out, tagging out, all those different safety things, I could just click a button on the HMI and I can see in real time of what's going on. So another way that we can do it, so I'll close out of that. The next way I'm going to show is with our software called Field Analytics. So I'll just open up Field Analytics. Now that Field Analytics is up, we'll just add another dashboard, and we'll call it SEC Cam Test 1. So we'll hit save. And now what I'll do is I'll unlock this. I'll add a widget. So we'll go to Event Cam. We can also do this with the RTSP viewer. I'll go to next. Now I need my WebSocket. So now I'll come back to the Event Cam. Now I want to use Chrome is what I want to use. So we'll take that same address and we'll plug it in here. And I'll need to log back in. And there's that one we just made. Unlock it, add a widget, go to Event Cam, next. It's going to ask me for my WebSocket, so I'll just take this data, I'll copy it, I'll paste it, I'll hit next. We'll just leave it on the title of Event Cam Viewer. I can name that if I wanted to, and then I'll make it as big as I want. And then I can lock this back, and now I've already got the camera up on our software Field Analytics. So just a couple different ways that you can take the event cam, stream the footage. You can do it on the software itself with just the IP address. We can take it over a VNC if you want to. You can take it over VLC. You can put it in the HMI. There's endless opportunities for this thing. But just a couple different ways that you can interface this and get it up and running on your system. Hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions.